Hello, class. So this should have been up a few days ago. This would be the worksheets for last week or the week, say for April 2nd, 2020. And let's say that you're going to do them and take a picture of them by Thursday of next week. But we're only doing some pages. We're doing the first 2 pages of scales, and we're doing the counting back here, one of the counting pages. We're just doing a few pages because you also are going to be working on your composition projects. So again, everything except for this scale we're going to go over in the bass clef, and I think I cheated the bass clef a little bit last time, so I'll focus on the bass clef this time, but this scale does not appear there. So if we're trying to look at whole steps and half steps, and I don't have, oh shoot, I'll have to bring my plastic piano keyboard next time. So from A to B is a whole step, but from B to C is a half step, and we need it to be a whole step. I'll put whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. You might hear my cat complaining about the fact that I'm not sitting and watching television like I'm supposed to be doing. Whole, whole, half, so she can sit next to me. Yeah, life is rough. So A up a whole step is B. B up a whole step is something not C. We have to put a sharp to make that far enough. So that takes C sharp to D is a half step, D to E is a whole step, but E to F is a half step. So to make it a whole step, you have to make the F sharp so it's farther away. Now F sharp to G is a half step, so to make that a whole step, you have to sharp the G as well, and then automatically your G sharp to A is a half step. I'm gonna see if I can. A up a whole step is B, up a whole step is C sharp, up a half step is D, up a whole step is E, up a whole step is F sharp, up a whole step is G sharp, up a half step is A. So you have to know the notes on the lines and spaces, and you have to know the keyboard so that you can tell what's what. Now I'm going to turn the page and leave you to fill out the rest of the treble clef yourself. Oh, that wasn't true. We do have a. There's one over here that isn't on the back. Well, I've lost my mind. So you'll have to figure that one out in the left hand by yourself because I just did it. Now this one is D flat. So again, we want whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Well, D flat to E is 1.5 steps, so that E is too far away from the D flat. So to make it closer, we'll make it an E flat. Then E flat to F is a whole step because E to F is a half step, so E flat is further away from the F, and that makes it a whole step. F to G is not a half step, but F to G flat is a half step. Then a whole step from G flat, which is a black key, is A flat, and a whole step from A flat is B flat, and a whole step from B flat is C, and a half step from C is D flat. And of course you want the first and last notes to be the same anyway. I think my cat is trying to destroy something, but I'm not sure what. So, oh, well, I'm not sure what you're doing back there, sister. So let me find a D flat. Here's a D flat that you can see. So this is definitely not a bass clef D flat, but it's a D flat. Up a whole step is E flat, up a whole step is F, up a half step is G flat, up a whole step is A flat, up a whole step is B flat, up a whole step is C, up a half step is D flat. Okay, meanwhile back at the ranch. This is E, so that was D flat major. This is E flat major. Helps to know what your starting note is. And we might as well just put a flat at the top there. You want to go backwards, you can. Let's see, a half step below E flat is D, that's good. A whole step below D is C, that's good. A whole step below C is not B, because B is a half step below C. But if you make it bigger, further away, and make it a flat, it's a whole step. But then things get interesting. A whole step below B flat is going to be A flat. A half step from A flat will be G. A whole step from G will be F, and a whole step from F will be E flat. So, looking up here, E flat up a whole step is F, up a whole step is G, up a half step is A flat, up a whole step is B flat, up a whole step is C, up a whole step is D, up a half step is E flat. Then, A flat, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. A flat, up a whole step, you're going to skip the A natural, and the next thing is that black key B flat. B flat up a whole step is C, which is that C. C up a half step is D flat. D flat up a whole step is E flat. E flat up a whole step is F. F up a whole step is G. And G up a half step is A flat. F sharp, let me see if I can get my keyboard diagram here without breaking too many things. I think I had this out last time. So you can see, maybe you can, maybe you can't. So for the E flat, you had E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat. Now, for the A flat scale, I wonder if I can put these on the other way. Nope, they don't stay. A flat up a whole, well, we just did that. Well, so that one was A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G, A flat. This is not going so well. Now, F sharp up a whole step is G sharp. Up a whole step is A sharp. Up a half step is B. B up a whole step is C sharp. C sharp up a whole step is D sharp. D sharp up a whole step is E sharp. And E sharp up a half step is F sharp. So that would look like, let's see, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B natural, C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp. And then B major, going whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. B up a whole step is C sharp. C sharp is a black key. Those two black keys up a whole step is D sharp. D sharp up a half step is E, so we can leave that as a natural. E up a whole step has to be F sharp. F sharp up a whole step has to be G sharp. G sharp up a whole step has to be A sharp, and A sharp up a half step is B. So that would be B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and B. So that's those scales. So take that information, use the A major one that we did in the treble clef to complete the bass clef, and use the bass clef ones to complete the treble clef ones. Just have to remember what clef you're in. Then flipping ahead, we'll do more of these next week. Flipping ahead to the counting, we just have to write in the counting here. So this one is 2/4, and they're showing us quarter notes, half notes, and eighth notes. So this is 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Another 2/4 is number 3 here. Oh, well, that one you do on your own. Here's a 3-4 one. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. And number 6 you do on your own. Here's a 4-4. 1, 2. That's a half rest. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can do this other 2-4 one on your own, and this other 4-4 one on your own. And those are the only work pages you would have had last week. So have fun with that, and I'll be more on task because my computer's been fixed now next week.